Alright guys and gals, welcome back to the channel. We appreciate you for being here. Please do give this video a like and a share, and subscribe if you're new here so you never miss an upload from the SMT Media Network. Breaking news out of the association. It looks to be official. Sources are indicating that the Houston Rockets have successfully traded for Kevin Durant. And in terms of the structure of the deal, it says here Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and a first-round pick will be headed to Phoenix in exchange for, I guess, one of the greatest scorers of all time in Kevin Durant. So I see here, based on the structure, it's the number 10 pick in the 2025 draft, and then it's 5 second-round picks. This, according to team sources telling The Athletic. I think the story kind of is developing. We'll have to see if those details are indeed confirmed. But there's 1 year left on Kevin Durant's contract, structured at about $55 million. He's eligible for a 2-year extension worth up to $122 million next season. Just keep in mind that Kevin Durant is turning 37 right here before the end of the offseason, before the season starts. All right, so what exactly does this mean for Houston? Well, they're trading away good young talent, right? So that means that they're all in on this Kevin Durant experiment to help them get over the hump in the playoffs. That's what this is really all about. They're going to use the season to just integrate a system that involves Kevin Durant as a primary scorer. Obviously, this means a lot to the rest of the remaining Rockets players, which shouldn't be tough, right? Like it probably doesn't mean that Şengün is going to get less touches. I think he's going to get the same. What does it mean for Amen Thompson? I guess it could be him kind of having a slightly different role, but get him in the distribution type of role, maybe making him more of like a secondary scorer, as opposed to him developing into a more primary one. But when you got Durant, that's a guy who can get his own shots. It's a guy who doesn't need an offense. He is the offense, right? Like, you hand him the ball, and you get him the ball in positions, and he can get you points, right? He's still capable of averaging 26 a game. I don't expect that to fall off in Houston. I expect him to still be able to do that. Their defense in Houston is very good. But yeah, we'll have to see what Ime Udoka does, but they're giving him a lethal weapon offensively. It's just going to be interesting to see what exactly they do as a scheme from an offensive standpoint, because it's not going to be about like when you put Durant ISO. I think that's going to be fine. In fact, I would, if I was Udoka, I'd be looking at ways to get Kevin Durant off the ball or getting him in the post and then creating offense off of Durant as well, right? Different looks, creating layers for the offense of the Rockets. And I think there's something between, Kevin Durant and Alperen Şengün that can be developed as a really unique play setups for those two players, because I think they're very, very different. And when players are different, that can be a pretty good combination. When you got players doing the same things, it often relegates one to not doing anything. But you do have a lot of flexibility. This move made sense for the Rockets. Out of all the teams that were rumored, this makes a lot of sense for both the player and the organization. This makes a lot of sense. Let me know if you agree with that take. Let me know how you think they might utilize Durant and kind of maybe shift the offense in the offseason. What do you guys think needs to take place? And what do you think of this deal in general? Does that make Houston Rockets one of the favorites for the finals next year? I'm definitely putting them in a potential Western Conference Finals off of this move. Obviously, you lose a little bit defensively, but you still got some excellent defense. Jalen Green, maybe you hit the ceiling on Jalen Green, and now you're exchanging him for Kevin Durant in that scoring role, right? Let me know what you guys think. Sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the move. Who's it good for? Who's it bad for? And how do you think this is all going to play out? And what do you think about that value, that haul that Phoenix got? Good enough? Not good enough? Let me know. Drop me some comments. Like, share, subscribe. Check out some more videos. We'll see you guys soon on the next one.